In a moment of profound clarity under the Bodhi tree, Buddha realized the simple yet transformative truth: what we think, we become. Imagine applying this insight to navigate through life's chaos with such mastery that you remain calm and centered, regardless of the storms around you. This vision is deeply rooted in Buddhism, where mastering oneself is not merely about enduring life's challenges, but transforming them into opportunities for personal enlightenment and growth. At the heart of Buddhist philosophy is the journey towards mastering oneself, a quest to cultivate a mind that remains tranquil and wise amidst the swirls of external turmoil. It's about transforming your inner landscape into a fortress of peace, undisturbed by the external chaos. This spiritual discipline doesn't serve to withdraw us from the world, but rather to engage with it more profoundly and effectively. Through mastering ourselves, we learn to steer our lives with intention and grace, ensuring our inner peace is not a fragile state, but a steadfast quality of being. This commitment to self-mastery begins with a conscious awareness of our thoughts and emotions, recognizing their transient nature. Like clouds passing in the sky, they come and go. By adopting a mindful, non-judgmental stance, we equip ourselves to meet life's challenges with a poised response rather than a reactive one. This principle is deeply embedded in Buddha's guidance, emphasizing that true victory lies not in external conquests, but in winning the battles within. Moreover, the practice of self-mastery calls us to honor and protect our time, the ultimate finite resource. Viewing time with reverence allows us to create a life that genuinely reflects our values rather than one cluttered with trivial pursuits. Buddha's poignant reminder, "The trouble is, you think you have time," serves as a call to action, to live each moment with purpose and clarity, ensuring that our actions contribute to a legacy of wisdom and compassion. In following the Buddhist path, we are encouraged to embrace challenges not as burdens, but as invitations to grow and evolve. Each difficulty we encounter is a mirror reflecting our inner state, pushing us to extend beyond our limits and discover the resilience and potential that lie dormant within. These are not just trials, but transformative experiences that sculpt our character and deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. The choice of our influences is equally pivotal in our journey towards self-mastery. The environments we inhabit and the people we surround ourselves with can profoundly impact our thoughts and behaviors. Buddhism teaches us to cultivate relationships that nurture our growth and to seek environments that uplift and inspire, propelling us towards greater peace and understanding. As we explore these 10 powerful lessons for mastering yourself, we learn to anchor ourselves in the present moment with mindfulness and gratitude, practices that not only enhance our appreciation of life, but also cultivate a profound inner calm. These teachings guide us to engage fully with the here and now, unswayed by past regrets or future anxieties, while fostering an attitude of gratitude that highlights the abundance surrounding us. This introduction invites you to delve into the transformative power of Buddhist teachings, which offer more than just philosophical insights. They provide practical strategies for cultivating a life of purpose, peace, and profound self-mastery. Are you ready to embark on this journey, to harness the wisdom of Buddha to navigate life's complexities with grace and resilience? Let us walk this path together, with mindfulness as our guide and compassion as our constant companion, towards the true serenity that emanates from within. Lesson 1. Mastering Yourself. In the teachings of Buddha, the conquest of one's mind is the greatest victory one can achieve. This foundational lesson of Buddhism, that it is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles, serves not merely as a call to inner peace, but as an invitation to a profound transformation of self. Mastering yourself isn't about suppressing your true feelings or denying your genuine experiences. Rather, it's about cultivating a deep understanding and command over your thoughts, emotions, and actions, so that you can navigate life's myriad challenges with wisdom and equanimity. The journey to self-mastery. The journey to self-mastery begins with the acknowledgement that we are the architects of our mental landscape. Every thought we entertain, every emotion we allow to take hold, shapes our perceptions and ultimately our reality. To master oneself, then, is to take up the tools of mindfulness and introspection, crafting from the raw materials of our thoughts and feelings a sanctuary of peace and stability. Consider for a moment the nature of the mind, a constantly fluctuating stream of consciousness where thoughts and emotions arise and dissipate like waves on the ocean. Our habitual reaction is to cling to these waves, to identify with them so strongly that they dictate our actions and state of being. In self-mastery, we learn instead to observe these waves without attachment, recognizing that they are transient and do not define us. Mindfulness, the art of presence. At the heart of mastering oneself is the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness teaches us to be present with our thoughts and emotions, to observe them without judgment or immediate reaction. By cultivating mindfulness, we can catch ourselves before we spiral into reactive behaviors that may lead to regret or distress. For instance, when anger rises, instead of allowing it to spur us into harsh words or actions, we can note its presence and choose a response that aligns with our deeper values of compassion and understanding. Imagine you are in a heated discussion. The instinct may be to argue back, to let anger dictate the course of the interaction. Mindfulness allows a pause, a breath, a moment of choice. In that space, you find the freedom to select a path that leads not to escalation, but to peaceful resolution and mutual understanding. Emotional regulation. Through meditation. Meditation is another key tool in the arsenal of self-mastery. While mindfulness brings awareness to our moment-to-moment experiences, meditation deepens this awareness, teaching us to sit with our thoughts and feelings in prolonged periods of reflection. This practice not only enhances our capacity for mindfulness, but also strengthens our ability to regulate our emotions. Through meditation, we learn to observe the patterns of our mind, to recognize the triggers that provoke anxiety, anger, or fear. With regular practice, these emotions lose their grip on us. They still arise, but we are better equipped to manage them, to let them pass without upheaval. This emotional regulation is critical in mastering oneself, as it leads to a life characterized by greater calm and less reactivity. Taking responsibility. The keystone of self-mastery. Self-mastery also involves a profound level of personal responsibility. It requires us to own up to our actions and their impacts, to acknowledge our role in the situations that unfold around us. This isn't about self-blame, but about recognizing the power we have to influence our lives and the lives of others. By taking responsibility for our thoughts and actions, we step into a place of empowerment. No longer are we leaves tossed by the wind of external circumstances. Instead, we become the wind itself, capable of directing our journey with intention and purpose. Living with integrity. Aligning actions with values. Finally, mastering oneself means aligning our actions with our values. Each of us holds a set of values that define who we aspire to be. Self-mastery calls us to live in accordance with these values consistently. This alignment brings integrity and authenticity to our lives, making us not only masters of ourselves, but also beacons for others. For example, if one of your core values is kindness, self-mastery involves seeking ways to embody this value in all your interactions. It means checking impulsive responses that do not reflect kindness, thus ensuring that your actions mirror your deepest beliefs. Conclusion: mastering oneself is an ongoing journey, a daily practice that evolves as we grow. It is challenging yet profoundly rewarding, for as we master ourselves, we unlock a level of living that is rich with purpose and peace. In this mastery, we find not only the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, but also the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. By embarking on this path, you step into a life of conscious choice and profound transformation, a life where each moment is lived with intention, each challenge is met with grace, and each day ends with the satisfaction of knowing you are the master of your own destiny. Lesson 2. Protecting your time. In a world brimming with distractions and endless to-do lists, Buddha's poignant reminder, "The trouble is, you think you have time," resonates with a challenging urgency. This lesson in Buddhist teaching emphasizes the impermanence of our most precious resource, time. Mastering oneself in this context involves a conscious and deliberate effort to safeguard our time from the clutches of trivial pursuits and align it with our true purposes in life. Valuing time as a sacred gift, time, unlike other resources, is irreplaceable and finite. Every moment passed is a moment we will never reclaim. This realization can be a profound motivator to examine how we spend our days. Are we frittering our hours away on activities that don't serve us or contribute to our growth? Or are we investing our time in ways that enrich our lives and the lives of others? To protect our time is to treat it with the reverence it deserves, as each second carries the potential to shape our destiny. Setting priorities with mindful intention. The art of protecting your time begins with clear priorities. What are the activities and goals that truly matter to you? Which of these lead you closer to the person you aspire to be? It's about identifying these priorities and then aligning your daily schedule to reflect them. This might mean saying no to requests that don't serve your higher goals, or delegating tasks that do not necessarily require your personal touch. For instance, if a key priority is your mental and physical health, ensuring that your schedule includes dedicated time for meditation and exercise is essential. It's not merely about fitting these activities into your day, but about prioritizing them as non-negotiable aspects of your daily routine. Mindfulness in time management. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in the effective management of time. It involves being fully present in whatever you are doing. When you are mindful, you are less likely to get distracted and more likely to produce high-quality work in shorter periods. This efficiency frees up more time for you to spend on other areas of your life or to simply rest and rejuvenate. Practicing mindfulness also helps you recognize when you're engaging in time-wasting activities. It brings a heightened awareness to habits like excessive social media browsing or procrastination. Once you're aware of these patterns, you can take proactive steps to modify your behavior and reclaim your time. Creating boundaries for better time. Use an essential aspect of protecting your time is setting firm boundaries. This involves communicating clearly with others about what you can and cannot commit to. It also means being honest with yourself about how much you can handle without compromising your well-being or the quality of your work. Creating boundaries might look like turning off your phone during work hours to prevent interruptions, or it might mean designating certain days as meeting-free to focus on deep work. These boundaries aren't just about keeping others' demands at bay. They're about respecting your own time and the goals you've set for yourself. Time for reflection and growth. Lastly, protecting your time isn't just about productivity and efficiency. It's also about carving out moments for reflection and personal growth. This means scheduling time for activities that might not look productive in a conventional sense, but are crucial for your personal development, such as reading, learning a new skill, or engaging in creative pursuits. Conclusion. To protect your time is to honor your life. Each moment offers a choice: to live deeply, engaged in the present, or to let precious seconds slip away unnoticed. By prioritizing wisely, setting boundaries, and being mindful about how we spend our time, we take significant steps towards self-mastery. In this way, we not only make room for achieving our goals, but also for savoring the journey along the way. As we master the art of time protection, we find that we are not just passing time, but actively enriching our lives, creating a legacy of intention and purpose. Lesson 3. Seeking challenges. The path to self-mastery in Buddhism is not about seeking a life of ease and comfort, but about embracing the challenges that foster growth and transformation. Buddha's insight, "The mind is everything. What you think you become," suggests that our perception of and reaction to challenges can define our reality. This lesson encourages us to view obstacles not as barriers, but as vital opportunities for personal development and enlightenment. Reframing challenges as opportunities. At the core of seeking challenges is the ability to reframe them. Instead of viewing a difficult situation as a setback, we can choose to see it as a chance to learn and grow. This shift in perspective is pivotal in transforming our approach to life's inevitable hardships. By embracing challenges, we engage more fully with life, pushing beyond our comfort zones and discovering new strengths and capabilities. For example, taking on a project that stretches your abilities might be intimidating at first. However, it encourages you to expand your knowledge and skills, which ultimately contributes to your growth. Each challenge, then, becomes a stepping stone towards greater competence and confidence, building resilience and confidence. Actively seeking challenges helps to build resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and adapt to change. Each time we face a challenge and come through it, we build a little more resilience, which strengthens our capacity to handle future difficulties. This resilience is not just about enduring, but about thriving. It fosters a deep-rooted confidence that whatever comes our way, we have the inner resources to manage it. Moreover, as we overcome challenges, we build confidence in our abilities. This confidence empowers us to take on even greater challenges, setting up a positive cycle of growth and self-assurance. It's about building a momentum that propels us forward, continually expanding the boundaries of what we believe we can achieve. Learning through failure. A crucial aspect of seeking challenges is the understanding that failure is a part of the process. In Buddhist thought, there is a strong emphasis on learning from every experience, particularly failures. Each misstep provides valuable lessons that are essential for our growth. Instead of fearing failure, we can embrace it as a powerful teacher. When we allow ourselves to fail, we open up opportunities for profound learning. It's not about the setback itself, but what we do with the experience. Analyzing why we failed, adjusting our strategies and trying again. These steps not only help us to overcome specific obstacles, but also enhance our overall problem-solving skills and adaptability. Expanding horizons. Seeking challenges is also about expanding our horizons. It encourages us to venture into new territories, whether intellectual, emotional, or physical. This expansion is not just about acquiring new skills or knowledge, but about experiencing life more fully and deeply. Each new challenge we undertake adds richness to our lives, bringing new insights and expanding our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. This can mean learning a new language, traveling to unfamiliar places, or engaging in spiritual practices that challenge our existing beliefs and perceptions. Conclusion. The pursuit of challenges, as described in Buddhist teachings, is a dynamic journey towards self-mastery. It involves continually stepping into the unknown, embracing the discomfort of growth, and learning from every experience. This active engagement with life ensures that we are not merely passive observers, but active participants in shaping our destinies. By reframing challenges, building resilience, learning from failures, and constantly expanding our horizons, we cultivate a life that is not only successful in conventional terms, but profoundly meaningful and fulfilling. In this way, seeking and overcoming challenges becomes a path not just to personal achievement, but to spiritual enlightenment and inner peace. Lesson 4. Choosing your influences wisely. In the journey towards self-mastery, Buddha's teachings remind us that an insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind. This profound insight underscores the critical importance of choosing our influences wisely. The people we surround ourselves with, the environments we frequent, and even the media we consume can significantly shape our thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately, our destinies. Understanding the power of influence. The concept of influence in Buddhism extends beyond mere interpersonal relationships to include every aspect of our surroundings. Every interaction, every piece of information, and every environment has the potential to impact our mental and spiritual well-being. Recognizing the power of these influences is the first step towards making mindful choices about them. For example, constantly surrounding yourself with negative news can instill a sense of despair and helplessness, which can derail your spiritual progress. Conversely, engaging with uplifting content and people who embody the virtues you aspire to can elevate your own thoughts and actions. Curating your social circle. Choosing your influences wisely begins with curating your social circle. This involves gravitating towards individuals who inspire and support your growth and distancing yourself from those who drain your energy or lead you astray. It is essential to seek out relationships that are rooted in mutual respect, encouragement, and genuine understanding. Creating a community of like-minded individuals can provide a buffer against the negative influences of the wider world. These relationships should be nurturing and empowering, providing not only comfort in times of need, but also honest feedback and encouragement for personal development. Creating a positive environment. Beyond personal relationships, the environments we choose to spend time in can also influence our path to self-mastery. Whether it's a peaceful home, a serene park, or a stimulating classroom, each setting can significantly impact our mental state and spiritual well-being. Creating or seeking out environments that support your spiritual and personal goals can enhance your ability to practice mindfulness and meditation. This might mean organizing a dedicated space for meditation at home or spending more time in nature, which Buddhism teaches can foster a deeper connection with the self and the universe. Mindful consumption of media. In today's digital age, the media we consume can be as influential as the company we keep. Mindful consumption involves being selective about the media that fills our minds. This includes television, movies, books, news, and social media. It's crucial to engage with media that enriches our understanding and supports our spiritual values, rather than that which fuels fear, hatred, or distraction. For instance, choosing to read books that offer wisdom and insight, or watching documentaries that inspire and inform can contribute to personal growth. It is also beneficial to limit exposure to media that promotes materialism, conflict, or sensationalism, which are often at odds with Buddhist principles of peace and contentment. Conclusion. Choosing your influences wisely is about more than just avoiding negativity. It's about actively creating a circle of positive influences that foster growth, wisdom, and peace. By carefully selecting the people, environments, and media that shape our experiences, we can cultivate a life that not only supports our journey towards self-mastery, but also contributes to a greater sense of harmony and purpose in our lives. This lesson from Buddhist teachings invites us to be stewards of our minds, guarding against harmful influences while nurturing connections that enrich our souls. Through mindful choices, we ensure that our path to enlightenment is supported by a strong foundation of positive, empowering influences. Lesson 5. Saying yes to what matters. Buddha's guidance: your work is to discover your world, and then with all your heart give yourself to it, beautifully encapsulates the essence of prioritizing what truly matters in life. This lesson in Buddhist teachings encourages us to discern our deepest values and commitments and devote ourselves wholly to them. It's about making conscious choices that align with our true purposes, allowing us to live more intentionally and meaningfully. Identifying what truly matters. The first step in saying yes to what matters is to clearly identify what those things are. This requires introspection and honesty. It's about looking beyond the surface distractions and delving into what gives your life meaning and joy. For many, this could mean dedicating time to family, pursuing a passion, engaging in spiritual practices, or contributing to the community. This process may involve re-evaluating current commitments and deciding if they still resonate with your core values. It's about being honest with yourself about why you're doing what you're doing and whether it serves your greater goals in life. Prioritizing your passions and values. Once you have identified what matters most, the next challenge is to prioritize these in your daily life. This often means making tough decisions, saying no to certain demands on your time and energy that don't align with your deeper values. It might also mean setting boundaries with others to protect your time and energy for your chosen commitments. For example, if personal growth through meditation and reading are what you value, you might need to wake up an hour earlier to integrate these practices into your day. Alternatively, if contributing to social change is important to you, you might prioritize volunteering or working in a community project over other less meaningful activities. Embracing opportunities that align with your values. Saying yes to what matters also involves being open to new opportunities that align with your values. This means staying alert to possibilities that resonate with your goals and having the courage to pursue them when they arise. It's about being proactive rather than reactive, making choices that propel you towards the life you want to live. This could look like taking on a new project at work that aligns with your skills and passions, or it might mean enrolling in a course that enhances your understanding and practice of Buddhism. Each yes should be a step toward a more authentic expression of yourself. The power of presence. Committing fully to what matters also means being fully present in those activities. This involves more than just showing up. It's about engaging completely and bringing your full self to whatever you're doing. When you are truly present, you bring quality to your work and relationships, deepening the impact of your efforts and enriching your experiences. Letting go of what doesn't serve you. Part of saying yes to what matters is learning to let go of what doesn't serve your higher purposes. This can be one of the most challenging aspects of the process because it often involves letting go of long-held habits, relationships, or goals that no longer align with your path. However, this letting go is essential to make room for more fulfilling and aligned engagements in your life. Conclusion. Saying yes to what matters fundamentally changes how you interact with the world. It shifts your life from being externally driven by the demands and expectations of others to being internally guided by your own values and passions. This alignment brings a profound sense of purpose and satisfaction because you are living in accordance with your true self. By diligently applying this lesson from Buddha, you embrace a life of intentional action where every choice, every yes, is a reaffirmation of your values and a step toward a more meaningful existence. As you learn to focus on what truly matters, your life becomes richer, more vibrant, and deeply aligned with your spiritual path. Lesson 6. Commitment to lifelong learning and self-improvement. In Buddha's teachings, he stresses, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. This metaphor highlights the necessity of continuous growth and learning as integral to our spiritual and personal development. The journey of self-mastery is perpetual, evolving with each new lesson and experience. This lesson focuses on the importance of lifelong learning and self-improvement, inviting us to remain curious, open-minded, and committed to refining ourselves throughout our lives. The essence of lifelong learning. Lifelong learning in Buddhism transcends the acquisition of factual knowledge. It involves deepening our understanding of the self and the universe. It's about nurturing our innate potential to its fullest through constant exploration and inquiry. This commitment to learning shapes not only our intellectual pursuits, but also our spiritual and emotional growth. For instance, engaging in regular meditation deepens your understanding of your mind and emotions, revealing insights into your behavioral patterns and thought processes. Similarly, studying philosophical texts can provide new perspectives and frameworks for understanding your experiences and the world around you. Openness to new experiences. A commitment to lifelong learning involves an openness to new experiences. This means stepping outside of your comfort zones and embracing the unfamiliar. Each new experience, whether a challenging project, a different culture, or an unfamiliar spiritual practice, offers invaluable lessons that contribute to your growth. This approach encourages you to view every situation as an opportunity for learning. Whether you succeed or face setbacks, each outcome provides a chance to gain insights and develop resilience. By embracing new experiences, you continuously expand your boundaries and discover new aspects of yourself and the world. Continuous self-improvement. Alongside learning from new experiences, lifelong learning encompasses an ongoing commitment to self-improvement. This means actively seeking ways to enhance your abilities, refine your character, and better align your actions with your ethical and spiritual values. Self-improvement often requires self-reflection, a critical examination of your behaviors, attitudes, and relationships. By regularly assessing these areas, you can identify aspects where you wish to improve, set goals, and work towards them diligently. For example, if you find patience to be a shortcoming, you might focus on cultivating patience through mindfulness practices and situational exposure that challenge your composure. Integration of learning into daily life. True lifelong learning involves not just acquiring knowledge, but integrating it into your daily life. It's about applying the insights gained from spiritual practices, studies, and experiences to enhance your everyday interactions and decisions. This integration ensures that learning is not an isolated activity, but a transformative process that impacts all areas of your life. For example, lessons learned about compassion and empathy can be directly applied in how you interact with family, friends, and even strangers. Similarly, insights into ethical living can influence your choices in consumption, work, and leisure, aligning them more closely with Buddhist principles, encouraging a community of learners. Finally, part of lifelong learning is sharing your journey with others. This can involve participating in or creating communities of learning where knowledge, skills, and experiences are exchanged. By teaching others, you not only solidify your own understanding, but also gain new perspectives and insights, enriching your personal growth journey. Conclusion. Lifelong learning and self-improvement are foundational to the Buddhist path of self-mastery. They require an enduring curiosity and a proactive stance towards personal development. By committing to this continual process of learning and integration, you can ensure that your spiritual and personal growth never stagnates. Instead, you evolve constantly, adapting and flourishing in the ever-changing tapestry of life. This lesson empowers you to remain a student of life, always seeking, always growing, and always improving, thus embodying the true essence of Buddhist teaching. Lesson 7. Embrace continuous learning. The only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows, Buddha once stated, encapsulating the importance of continuous learning and personal authenticity. This seventh lesson extends the principles of lifelong learning by emphasizing the necessity to integrate new knowledge and experiences into our daily lives continuously. It's not merely about accumulating information, but about maintaining a state of growth that evolves with every new insight and understanding. Cultivating a growth mindset. Embracing continuous learning begins with cultivating a growth mindset, a belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. This mindset shifts your approach from a fixed perspective of abilities to one that sees potential for improvement in every aspect of life. It's about viewing challenges as opportunities to expand your capabilities rather than obstacles that limit you. For example, encountering a difficult situation at work isn't just a stress point, it's an opportunity to develop new strategies, enhance your problem-solving skills, or improve communication with your team. Each challenge, when approached with a growth mindset, becomes a stepping stone to greater knowledge and personal efficacy. Integrating learning into everyday actions. Continuous learning involves more than formal education or structured study. It includes integrating wisdom and insights into everyday actions and decisions. This practice makes learning a dynamic and ongoing process that directly influences how you live. By consciously applying what you learn to your daily interactions and reflections, you foster a habit of continual improvement. For instance, after learning about the principles of mindfulness, you might incorporate mindful breathing techniques throughout your day, enhancing your awareness and presence in every task. Reflective practice. A key component of continuous learning is reflective practice, regularly taking time to reflect on your experiences and the lessons they offer. This reflection isn't just about reviewing what went wrong or right, but about understanding why things happened the way they did, and how different approaches might change outcomes. Keeping a journal can be a practical tool for reflective practice. By writing down daily experiences and their outcomes, you create a feedback loop that helps you see patterns in your behavior and the areas where you can improve. Learning from others. Embracing continuous learning also means being open to lessons from others. Everyone, peers, mentors, even opponents, has something to teach us. Active listening and engaging with diverse perspectives can enrich your understanding and introduce new ways of thinking that challenge your assumptions. Participating in community groups, attending workshops, or simply having meaningful conversations are all ways to learn from the experiences and insights of others. Each interaction is a chance to acquire knowledge that could be transformative. Adapting to change. In a rapidly changing world, continuous learning is essential for staying relevant and effective. It's about adapting to new technologies, ideas, and societal shifts. By remaining engaged in learning, you equip yourself to navigate the complexities of modern life and remain flexible in the face of change. Conclusion. Embracing continuous learning as taught by Buddha is about more than personal or professional development. It's a spiritual practice that enhances your adaptability, resilience, and wisdom. It encourages a proactive approach to life's changes and challenges, ensuring that you are always moving forward, always evolving, and never static. This commitment to perpetual growth not only enriches your life, but also ensures that you live authentically according to your highest potential. By living as a continuous learner, you honor the essence of Buddha's teachings, striving always to be true to the best knowledge you have and constantly expanding that knowledge for the betterment of yourself and your world. Lesson 8. Practice daily gratitude and mindfulness. One of Buddha's most profound advisories: do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment, beautifully highlights the essence of mindfulness and gratitude. This 8th lesson is pivotal in Buddhism, as it brings a deep appreciation for the present and a mindfulness that enriches every aspect of life. By integrating these practices into daily routines, individuals can transform their experience of life, creating a foundation of peace and contentment. The power of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and engaged in the moment, without distraction or judgment. It involves a conscious direction of our awareness to whatever we are doing, thinking, or feeling. When you are mindful, you are not lost in thoughts about the past or worries about the future. Instead, you experience life as it unfolds in the present. Regular mindfulness practice can significantly reduce stress and anxiety, as it helps break the cycle of negative thought patterns that often dominate our minds. It enhances mental clarity and focus, making it easier to solve problems and make decisions. Moreover, mindfulness fosters a deeper connection with oneself, leading to increased self-awareness and emotional resilience. Cultivating gratitude. Gratitude in Buddhism goes beyond simply feeling thankful for positive experiences or material blessings. It involves a fundamental appreciation for all aspects of life, including the challenges and difficulties. This practice teaches that every experience, no matter how difficult, has value and can contribute to our growth. To cultivate gratitude, one effective method is keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things for which you are grateful. These can be as simple as a delicious meal, the beauty of a sunset, or an interaction with a friend. Over time, this practice shifts your focus from what is lacking in your life to the abundance that exists, fostering a sense of contentment and well-being. Integrating mindfulness and gratitude into daily life. The integration of mindfulness and gratitude into daily life can start with small, simple practices. Mindful eating. Pay attention to the taste, texture, and aroma of your food. Appreciate the nourishment it provides and the effort that went into its preparation. Gratitude. Reflections. At the end of each day, reflect on moments that brought joy or learning. Acknowledge the people who made a positive impact on your day. Mindful walking. Use a regular walk as an opportunity to truly engage with your surroundings. Notice the sights, sounds, and sensations of the air on your skin. Thankful acknowledgements. Make it a habit to express gratitude to others regularly, enhancing your relationships and spreading positivity. The benefits of mindfulness and gratitude. Research in psychology repeatedly shows that mindfulness and gratitude practices have profound benefits on mental and physical health. They can enhance sleep quality, reduce symptoms of physical pain, and mitigate the effects of chronic stress. Emotionally, these practices can enhance empathy and happiness and decrease feelings of loneliness and isolation. By practicing gratitude and mindfulness, individuals not only improve their own well-being, but also positively impact those around them. These practices foster a more compassionate, patient, and understanding approach to interactions, which can enhance personal and professional relationships. Conclusion. Daily practices of mindfulness and gratitude are core to living a fulfilled and peaceful life, according to Buddhist teachings. They transform our perspective, allowing us to appreciate the present and all the richness it holds. By fostering a constant awareness of and appreciation for our experiences, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and poise. This lesson, rooted in the very essence of Buddha's teachings, offers a path to transform the mundane into the profound, leading us to a deeper connection with the world and our place within it. Lesson 9. Developing resilience through acceptance of suffering. Buddha's wisdom, pain is certain, suffering is optional, captures the essence of developing resilience through the acceptance of suffering. This lesson, a cornerstone of Buddhist teachings, encourages us to distinguish between the inevitable pains of life and the suffering that arises from our responses to these pains. By developing a deep acceptance of life's difficulties, we can cultivate resilience, reducing unnecessary suffering and embracing a more peaceful existence. Understanding pain versus suffering. In Buddhism, pain is viewed as an unavoidable part of the human experience, whether it's physical, emotional, or psychological. However, suffering is often a product of how we react to that pain. For example, if we resist or deny pain, or create narratives of unfairness or victimhood around our experiences, we amplify our suffering. Developing resilience involves changing our relationship with pain. It requires understanding that while pain is inevitable, suffering is not. We have the choice in how we respond to life's challenges. This understanding empowers us to handle difficulties with greater composure and less distress. Practicing acceptance. Acceptance is a critical skill in reducing suffering and developing resilience. It involves acknowledging reality as it is, without trying to change it immediately or complaining about it. This doesn't mean being passive or giving up. Instead, acceptance is about facing reality head-on, assessing it clearly, and then making informed decisions on how to proceed. Meditation practices, particularly mindfulness meditation, are effective in cultivating acceptance. These practices encourage you to observe your experiences and feelings without judgment, allowing you to accept painful emotions and thoughts as temporary and not defining of who you are. Cultivating resilience through mindful awareness. Resilience is built by continuously returning to the present moment and dealing with life's challenges as they come, rather than getting lost in worries about the future or regrets about the past. Mindful awareness helps maintain this focus, enabling a more resilient approach to life. For instance, when faced with a setback, a mindful approach involves recognizing any negative emotions, accepting their presence, and then consciously choosing how to act in alignment with your values and objectives, rather than reacting impulsively. Learning from difficulties. Every challenge carries a lesson. Developing resilience through acceptance involves leaning into difficulties to extract wisdom and growth opportunities from them. This perspective shifts the focus from suffering and loss to learning and evolving, which can significantly alter one's experience of adversity. Actively seeking the lessons in difficult situations can transform them into sources of strength. For example, a professional failure can teach valuable lessons about personal limits, the need for new strategies, or the importance of resilience, all of which are essential for personal and professional growth. Supporting others in their challenges. Part of developing resilience is learning to support others in their suffering. Compassion for others' pain not only helps them feel less alone, but also strengthens our own emotional resilience. It enhances our sense of interconnectedness and our ability to empathize, which are fundamental aspects of Buddhist practice. Conclusion. Developing resilience through the acceptance of suffering is a profound lesson from Buddhist teachings that can lead to a more content and harmonious life. By distinguishing between pain and suffering, practicing acceptance, and using challenges as opportunities for growth, we can build a sturdy foundation of resilience. This not only prepares us to handle future adversities with grace, but also deepens our compassion and understanding, both for ourselves and others. Thus, we not only survive life's storms, but thrive amidst them, embodying the true resilience that Buddha advocated. Lesson 10. Living in harmony with your core, values and principles. Buddha's profound statement, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without," underscores the importance of aligning our lives with our core values and principles. This final lesson emphasizes that true peace and self-mastery arise not from external achievements or validations, but from living in accordance with our deepest truths and convictions. By identifying, embracing, and consistently acting upon our core values, we cultivate a life of authenticity, integrity, and harmony. Identifying your core values. The journey to live in harmony with your core values begins with identifying what those values are. This process involves deep introspection and honesty. You must ask yourself what truly matters to you, what principles guide your decisions, and what virtues you admire in others. These could include compassion, integrity, courage, mindfulness, respect, and love, among others. Reflecting on moments when you felt true satisfaction or deep discomfort can reveal your core values. These feelings often indicate whether your actions were aligned or misaligned with your intrinsic values. Aligning actions with values. Once your values are clear, the next step is to align your actions with these values. This means making choices that reflect your principles in all aspects of life, from how you interact with others to how you pursue your professional goals. For example, if one of your core values is compassion, then your actions might involve volunteering, helping a colleague in distress, or simply being more understanding and patient with your family. Living in harmony with this value means making compassion a consistent part of your everyday interactions. Consistency is key. Consistency in living according to your values is what strengthens your character and fosters a genuine sense of peace and self-satisfaction. It involves not just occasional acts that reflect your values, but a continuous, everyday commitment. This consistent practice can sometimes be challenging, especially when faced with pressures to act against your values for immediate gains or to conform to societal expectations. Maintaining integrity might require making difficult decisions, like stepping away from lucrative opportunities that don't align with your ethical standards, or standing up for what is right, even when it is unpopular or risky. The role of mindfulness. Mindfulness enhances your ability to live according to your values by keeping you aware of your thoughts and actions in the moment. It helps you recognize when you are at risk of acting against your values and provides the clarity needed to choose differently. Mindfulness practices strengthen your resolve to live authentically, allowing you to pause and reflect on your choices, ensuring they are in harmony with your deeper self. Cultivating inner peace through values. Living in harmony with your core values naturally cultivates inner peace. This peace comes from the congruence between your external actions and your internal beliefs. The dissonance that arises from living in ways that contradict your values can lead to internal conflict and unrest. Conversely, alignment fosters a sense of integrity and fulfillment that is deeply stabilizing and satisfying. Conclusion. Living in harmony with your core values and principles is the epitome of what it means to practice Buddha's teachings in everyday life. It demands courage, mindfulness, and a steadfast commitment to authenticity. By consistently aligning your actions with your values, you not only enhance your own well-being, but also contribute positively to the world around you. This practice solidifies a foundation of peace and integrity from which you can approach life's challenges with strength and serenity, truly embodying the peace that Buddha describes as coming from within. With the conclusion of Lesson 10, we've explored a comprehensive path through the transformative Buddhist teachings on self-mastery. Here's a holistic recap and final thoughts to bring all the lessons together. Conclusion. Embracing the path to self-mastery through Buddhist teachings. The journey through the 10 powerful lessons of Buddhism offers a profound blueprint for personal growth and enlightenment. Each lesson builds upon the others, creating a cohesive guide to living a life of peace, purpose, and profound self-awareness. Let's briefly revisit these lessons and their cumulative impact on the path to self-mastery. 1. Mastering yourself. This foundational lesson emphasizes the importance of conquering your own mind and emotions rather than seeking external victories. It sets the stage for a journey inward, focusing on self-control and emotional regulation. 2. Protecting your time. Recognizing the finite nature of time, this lesson teaches the value of prioritizing activities that align with your personal and spiritual growth, encouraging mindfulness in how we allocate our most precious resource. 3. Seeking challenges. Far from advocating a comfortable existence, Buddhism encourages embracing challenges as opportunities for growth, resilience, and the discovery of one's latent potentials. 4. Choosing your influences wisely. This lesson underscores the significance of the company we keep and the environments we frequent, influencing our thoughts, actions, and ultimately our path to enlightenment. 5. Saying yes to what matters. It's about prioritizing what truly aligns with your core values and making deliberate choices that reflect your deepest truths, ensuring that your actions contribute meaningfully to your life's purpose. 6. Commitment to lifelong learning and self-improvement. A never-ending quest for knowledge and self-reflection is essential for personal evolution, keeping us mentally, spiritually, and emotionally engaged with our own development. 7. Embrace continuous learning. This extends the concept of lifelong learning to every moment of life, advocating for a persistent openness to grow from all experiences and a proactive stance towards personal and spiritual edification. 8. Practice daily gratitude and mindfulness. By cultivating a profound appreciation for the present and a keen awareness of our moment-to-moment experiences, we enhance our quality of life and nurture a state of peace. 9. Developing resilience through acceptance of suffering. Understanding the difference between pain and suffering allows us to face life's inevitable difficulties with grace, reducing unnecessary emotional turmoil and building emotional strength. 10. Living in harmony with your core values and principles. The culmination of all lessons, this teaches us that true peace comes from living authentically in alignment with our deepest values, fostering a life of integrity and satisfaction. Final thoughts. Integrating lessons into everyday life. Integrating these lessons into daily life doesn't necessitate monumental changes all at once. Rather, it involves small, consistent actions and decisions that gradually align your life with these teachings. Each step taken in mindfulness, each moment spent in reflection, each decision made in alignment with your values contributes to a profound transformation. The path to self-mastery, according to Buddhist teachings, is both a journey and a destination. It is about continuously striving to better oneself, not for external validation, but for internal peace and enlightenment. As you walk this path, remember that each moment is an opportunity to practice, learn, and grow. By embracing these lessons, you open yourself to a life of deeper meaning and fulfillment, marked not by the absence of challenges, but by your resilient, compassionate, and mindful response to them. This journey transforms not only how you view yourself, but also how you interact with the world, ultimately leading to a more harmonious and enlightened existence. If you found these lessons valuable and wish to deepen your understanding of Buddhist teachings, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.